What is good, credit people, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Bobbalam back with a face cam because I know y'all missed this face. You know what I'm saying? That gameplay just wasn't hitting for real. The coochie wasn't that wop. It was all dry as shit. But anyway, in related news, or I guess not related news at all, in today's video we're gonna be discussing Lil Yachty being sued for an alleged incident back last December that we actually covered on this channel a long time ago, wherein he and his crew jumped a fan at a Rolling Loud festival in LA. So without further ado, let's get into all the details. Let's talk about it. Okay, so as I mentioned before, Lil Yachty is being sued for jumping a dude at the Rolling Loud festival in LA with his crew last December. And TMZ actually reported that the lawsuit was just filed by this guy named Jimmy Queevack, named after Sir Queef, the knight of shining wop, because the wetter they are, the harder they queef. But anyway, Jimmy Queevack, in essence of the lawsuit, claims he was walking alone and heading into the LA Coliseum for the Rolling Loud festival for the tribute to Juice WRLD, because as we all know, Juice WRLD actually passed away in early December, and this Rolling Loud festival was later on that month. He then continues claiming someone yelled at him from bumping into them, and then all hell broke loose. However, we'll get into Lil Yachty's testimony and perspective on the situation, and it might have gone down a little bit different from this, but we'll get into that a little bit later. For Jimmy Queevack also claimed that Yachty and his crew striked, stomped, and kicked him while he was on the ground, and he suffered injuries to his wrist, hand, and arm. So now he is suing for assault and battery and intentional infliction of emotional distress, because he knew that Lil Yachty was trying to hurt his feelings. Lil Yachty wanted him to be depressed, and that's exactly why Lil Yachty went to the Rolling Loud festival. It's like, this Jimmy dude, he needs to be depressed when he leaves this fucking festival. But either way, this whole situation was caught on camera, and now I can't necessarily show all the footage, because in the last video that I showed the footage, it got completely demonetized and restricted and all of that. So I'll just give y'all a little summary, and I'll show bits and pieces of the very significant parts that I think might help Yachty or this Jimmy dude's case in the whole lawsuit for pretty much what happened on camera. Now, we don't know what happened before this, because it all starts with Jimmy facing up to like 6 dudes, all of Yachty's goons and Yachty himself. Unfortunately for Yachty though, he's the only one wearing a red jacket, so he stands out like his hair, even though he had black hair at the time. But I guess he just had to replace the color onto his jacket, which was not a good decision, for that's why he was caught on camera so easily. But basically this dude stands up to all these 6 dudes. It doesn't really show who started it all, but then all of a sudden somebody pushes the Jimmy dude. They all start chasing him, and they jump him and throw him on the ground, and then Yachty comes over and unfortunately kicks him, caught on camera. And of course he's gonna get sued because he's famous and he has money. If Yachty didn't even join in, I bet you that this dude would not have sued anybody, considering none of Yachty's goons actually have money. I swear to God, if like a famous person just like flicked me with a paper clip or some shit like that in the fingernail, I'd be suing that bitch for like 3 mil, and then pay some like hardcore hacker to go infiltrate Cardi's security to get a whole lot of red and leak it to the planet. But also what you'll notice at the very end of this video, and I can actually show this part because it's not too graphic, it seems like this whole thing is a setup, in the sense that why would someone be randomly, you know, like filming the situation when it happened all so fast? I mean, the video's like 30 seconds. There probably wasn't a lot of foreplay to it. And then the dude with the camera rolls up to the Jimmy guy who's suing Lil Yachty, kind of like narrating the situation or egging on the situation. It seems like the cameraman is friends with this Jimmy dude.
Yachty! Damn, you good, bro?
Nah, nigga, we good.
I tried to tell you, bro, we not with that.
I told you guys I'm not with that.
Yo, what did you say, bro? What did you say to Lil Yachty?
Let me see your phone.
What did you say, bro?
Nah, let me see your my nigga, I'm off.
Bro, not with that real shit, bro. We not with that. We on money. We on money, bro. Alright?
Whoa, chill, bro.
So they were trying to set it up, like start a fight with Lil Yachty and then get it on camera so that when he sues him, he can get a couple mil out of the situation, because Lil Yachty probably won't end up going to court for this. They're probably just gonna have to end up settling for a couple $100,000 or something like that, so the situation just blows over. That's what happens with most of these cases, because unfortunately for Lil Yachty, he doesn't have any proof to his side of the story, which we'll get into right now. So Lil Yachty, shortly after that situation, I believe it was like within a couple hours of the video leaking, he posted on Instagram claiming that it was not at all what the dude said on camera or in the lawsuit. For Lil Yachty said it was the exact opposite.
I feel the need to speak on it because clearly it's only showing one half of the altercation. So basically last night as I was leaving out the festival, a guy walked in the middle of my group of people and pushed me, you know, like not tapped me, like pushed me out the way, you know, screaming and all type of stuff, you know what I'm saying, like being very disrespectful. And so we said something like, you say excuse me, and he's like, yeah, you know, just being blatantly disrespectful in my face. And you know, it looks like we're just picking a fight. I'm not a problematic person. I don't just pick fights with people. I don't really, you know, it's not really my thing. Not really.
Whereas Jimmy claimed that Lil Yachty's crew started the fight after getting accidentally bumped into by Jimmy. Lil Yachty claimed he and his friends were leaving the festival and the guy in the video, Jimmy, had shoved him for no reason, essentially trying to start a fight, and possibly for this setup that I mentioned earlier, which would make sense because Lil Yachty, as he said in this video, is probably the least problematic rapper. I mean, like, can anyone get mad at this dude? He's probably the nicest rapper in the game right now. I mean, he looks like a fucking cherry Jolly Rancher. That's probably why all these bitches sucking him up. But yeah, Yachty adds on to his story saying that he and his friends confronted the guy after getting accidentally bumped into, even though they thought it was on purpose, and asked what Jimmy's beef was with Lil Yachty, and in essence just didn't even want to start a fight anyway. It was Jimmy's fault that it all started because allegedly Jimmy was just trying to start a fight the whole time. Unfortunately for Lil Yachty and his crew though, they were the first people to throw the punch, or not even the punch, just shoved Jimmy, and it was on camera, so they really have no proof to defend themselves against Jimmy in the lawsuit. Jimmy has all of the footage too, and they didn't film anything prior to the actual shoving. Maybe Jimmy hit him on purpose, but Lil Yachty and his crew don't have it on camera unless they hit up Rolling Loud Festival, like the security footage, which actually may be a possibility considering Lil Yachty does have the connections and he was probably paid to be there, so Rolling Loud will defend him. But we'll see. Without that security footage from Rolling Loud, I think Lil Yachty is going to end up losing the case or having to settle with this dude for, you know, thousands or even millions of dollars. Not likely millions, but maybe $100,000 for jumping him, even though he wasn't that injured. I mean, in the footage of his friend filming him, he did not look that hurt. I mean, afterwards, he even got all tough and like took off his sweatshirt or some shit and ran after Lil Yachty all pissed. I don't know about y'all, but if I was seriously hurt like that and ready to sue Lil Yachty on camera, I'd be like acting super hurt, acting like they broke my fucking fetus, or not my fetus, my femur, popped a nutsack or some shit like that, just to egg on the situation a little more and make the judge and the jury sympathetic with my injuries. But all in all, Lil Yachty definitely learned a lesson to not join the altercation. Let your goons do their thing. That's why you keep them around. That's why you pay them to go do your dirty work for you, because once you start jumping in this situation, he literally kicked the dude on camera several times. Now he's about to get sued. Otherwise, they would have all been good. Lil Yachty would have been scot-free. Even if the dude tried to sue him, he'd be like, dude, I didn't even fucking touch you. Pause. But we'll see. Rolling Loud calling out to you. You better provide the footage so Lil Yachty gets out of this lawsuit. So with that, it's your boy Bobbalam signing off. Jumping Jimmy Queefsack once again, except it won't be on camera because I'll have my own footage and completely set him up like he did to Lil Yachty, because this dude deserves it. Whatever he sues Lil Yachty for, $100,000, I'm suing him for exactly that much. Let me know in the comments what you think's gonna happen. Do you think Lil Yachty's gonna pay up this dude, or do you think he's gonna prove himself innocent? Make sure to like and subscribe while you're at it for the latest hip-hop news, drama, and analysis videos, as well as follow me on all my socials in the description. Join the Bob Gang if you with it. Also, let me know in the comments if you like this face cam shit or if you like the gameplay so I can satisfy your needs. Pause again. God damn. Peace out, cut people. Know what I'm saying?